So here I am joined by my next imaginary friend, Microblizz. Microblizz, how are you doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Good.
Chilling.
So Katie, you can go ahead and start the game, and we're gonna hop into Puffy versus Wumbo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Still says Firestorm versus Wumbo too.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right, we're hopping into it. Puffy versus Wumbo. So Microblizz, you said you've been watching all the games. What do you think is the win condition for Puffy versus Wumbo here?
Well, honestly, Puffy has been kind of impressing me. I honestly haven't heard about him, but his opener is something that I think he should really take advantage of. It's really execution based, but he's getting like 2 TSSs and T-spin triple as his opening. So if he can get that quickly enough, then I think it sets the momentum really well for him moving forward in the match. So I'm excited to see that. And you know, obviously with Wumbo, I don't know if he's too well versed with Tetrio, but his survival is something that, you know, just can't be brushed aside. And
Right.
that wide, if the RNG works well with him, I think his greatest tool is still going to be his 4 wide. Whether or not he can get like a Tetris or a T-spin in there in the middle,
Okay.
is up in the air.
Interesting take. I feel like he has been practicing a lot, and he only really introduced 4 wide into his play last week. But as you said, his survival, you can't brush it off, and survival is really good in Tetrio with the multiplier, if you can get these huge combos and huge spikes to top out your opponent. So I do think Wumbo's skill set is good for this game. Hopefully he can, if he were to win here, he can bring a stronger game against Firestorm. But we can't count Puffy out. He already upset Promo, who Promo is a player that can beat Wumbo too. So Puffy could definitely take the upset here.
For sure, yeah, and I think one of the main barriers that Puffy's going to have here is I think he's a little less efficient than Wumbo, so past the opening, it's going to be really tough for him to get the advantage without really thinking about when he's sending, and especially since, like, I'm seeing here in certain sections, Wumbo is being very smart about his play here. He's not rushing into battle with no plan. He's waiting for Puffy to attack first, have nothing to cancel or send with, and then he's just going to take the win.
Yeah, Wumbo is a very tactical player. You know, it's almost reminiscent of when I see QMK play against like fast players, when I saw Wumbo playing Firestorm. But
Yeah.
I think...
A little less of a fake plonk, but yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Because Wumbo, he can't throw down. He can mix it up. He can do the back-to-back pressure as well. Think of his Firestorm's going to, like, you know, use Firestorm. But either way, Wumbo, ooh, might be, okay, Puffy might get his first win there. Wow,
That's
great
survival
find.
by Wumbo.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Oh, slight misdrop there. I'm sensing some nervous energy over on Puffy's side. He's still fine here. He has a quick path out. He's just not sending too much. I think he's more preoccupied with just surviving at the moment, which is understandable. He's got a wonderful stack here. Let's see how he capitalizes. Wumbo doesn't have a too shabby of a stack himself over on the right side.
Oh, nice little spike potential there.
Oh, this could be huge.
Oh my goodness. I thought for sure he was dead there. He found the find, and he's got a pretty even Stevens right now, if you ask me.
Yeah, Wumbo just doing some precautionary down stacks over there on the right side. Doesn't want to overcommit to some back-to-backs and, you know, just get reverse spiked all of a sudden, which tends to happen in Tetrio especially.
Okay, so what's the move? Wumbo has some cheese to work through. He's very good at navigating through the cheese to potentially get a multiplier. He almost got that Tetris as well, but even then, that was a pretty strong spike from Wumbotize.
Oh man, and Puffy fighting for his life at the top and just couldn't ease out.
There is room for that comeback in the first of 10, whether it's you know, people getting acclimated, nerves on the line, stuff like that. I kind of taking on what Kabuzla said earlier. Wumbo's mental game, his ability to stay focused, I've seen it all day. He hasn't dropped a beat, man.
I agree with that, yeah. And in fact, I think the pressure is something that he takes advantage of. I think, you know, there's a certain air around Wumbo in the community, and I think a lot of people in a lot of versions of Tetris is, you know, really scared of some of his tools that we talked about. You know, like the 4 wide is one of them. Yeah. I think Tab was pretty spot on when he said, like, you know, his down stacking is definitely no slouch. And the thing is, that carries him and gives him a lot more opportunities to just, like, try to go for the endurance rounds, I think. and typically that's when people can't really hold their nerves together in the moments that really matter.
All right, Wumbo's up 6-0. See if Puffy can bring it back. Wumbo is certainly the favorite. Oh, he's bringing in the 4-wide. He mixes it up, man. I kind of like that. I guess it depends on you, the starting sequences, stuff like that. So he's going to want to find that right.
It's interesting he's not just going at it, too. Like, he breaks up the combo here and there. I'm kind of curious what he's discovered in terms of his experimenting with that play.
You had an interesting response to that. It's like, oh, that worked. All right. Okay, so yeah, the thing about the 4-wide is it kind of cheeses it up pretty early, right? Like, that was a lot of cheese for Puffy to have to work through. Oh, what's going on? Okay. So I had to stop for a second.
Oh, wow.
There we go. Point for Puffy. Let's go, Puffy. Bringing it. Late night, 12:55 a.m. here. Still got some gas in him.
Okay, Puffy, interesting weight there. Changing up his approach here. I'm curious to see what comes out of that. Okay, beautiful stack to work with here. I think he's got a really opportune situation here.
Yeah.
Wumbo's taking a little while to dig down, but I think he's out of the dark here.
Wumbo, I think he's playing like intentionally slow there for a minute. He's kind of like assessing the situation because he had a clean board as well to work with. I think he's kind of like trying to find that proper spike.
Oh boy! Oh, that was kind of risky, I think, by Wumbo, but it paid off so well. Puffy at the top of this field, just trying to survive here. I think that's it. Yeah.
I love these. Wumbo at the top of the board is really scary, man. He seems to always find a way out, and it like goes into his favor, right? These return spikes from Wumbo are huge. It's like most of his wins.
Yeah, I honestly thought Puffy could have taken that one. I think Wumbo's survival was just too good. He was able to find a T-spin double that just made all the difference at the end there. Able to open up his stack and just take the win here. I mean, the same situation's kind of happening here too. Like, you think he's dead and he ends up getting the better position. I mean, now he's on the attack.
Yeah. Damn. Wumbo match point. Did you see what he employed there? The Tetris before the 4-wide, like guaranteed multiplier. That's pretty strong if you can pull it off.
Okay, some generic T-spin doubles on both sides. Slight misdrop on Puffy.
Puffy waiting.
Okay. Slight weight there. Okay,
Ooh.
good. Ooh, okay. Oh. In those moments where Puffy kind of commits to a T-spin double, I think it would serve him better to just play it safe a little bit.
Puffy was so close to the kill there, 2 lines away from killing Wumbo.
Ooh, oh no. Oh no.
GG's. Wumbo with a pretty dominant 10-1 over Puffy. Great games from Puffy today, honestly. He's kind of he was the dark horse of the tournament. I didn't realize how strong he was, being able to take out promo, having some great games today. So, as you said, kind of the surprise of the tournament, and really bringing it there against Wumbo. It was still pretty. Wumbo obviously had the advantage, but he still was putting up a great match.
There were a lot of matches in there that were very marginal, and I think the benefit that Puffy has is he has strong opening fundamentals, so that's where he can really eke out the advantage. But
right.
I think he was playing a little rushed. If he slows down a bit and focuses on his sends, he has a lot of potential here. It's just
Right.
Wumbo was a little better on the tactical side today.
Absolutely, and so we're going to have. So Michael Bliss, you were there while we were testing this. We have a different grand finals format. It's a little different, or it's kind of interesting in my perspective because we haven't really had something like this. So we're going to do first to 5, win by 2 sets, and you have to be the first to win 3 sets. And Firestorm has 1 set already because of the winner's bracket. So Wumbo is going to have to win 3 first to 5, win by 2 sets, and Firestorm has to win 2 first to 5, win by 2 sets. I think I explained that fine. I think everyone got the idea. Hopefully. But all right, stay tuned. We're going to take 5 until the grand finals. Let everybody know we're going to have Wumbo versus Promo coming up. Get hyped, and we'll be right back. Thank you.